Hey guys, John, CES Motorsport, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have an update on the Shop Supra and what we've been doing with this one to chase the elusive 8's like we were talking about in some of our previous videos. Just to kind of recap what this car is all about for those of you who are watching this for the very first time. This is our Shop Supra. It is a 2-port 890 Supra, still stock motor. This one is running our brand new Zona turbo kit with the billet manifold from Evolution of Speed. We're basically going to be offering this kit as a bolt-on bottom mount billet turbo system. For those of you looking for a more full frame option, Zona quality, basically Zona is a glorified Garrett turbo that has been modified and upgraded, and we've been really liking these turbos quite a bit. For those of you who are interested, this is the 9564 Zona turbo. So it's the smaller version. This one's rated to about 850 wheel horsepower, I believe. We wanted to start with the smallest turbo available, prove what it can do on the stock motor setup that we have on the car right now, and also being a 2-port, which obviously is a little bit more restrictive than the 6-port options. And the goal obviously was to get the car into the 8's, which we finally did. We were able to get our track event scheduled for this past Monday at Darlington. That's always our go-to track, so thank you Darlington Dragway for always having amazing prep out there. And we had one of our CES get-togethers for a track rental. Had a bunch of customers and friends out there and had a wonderful time and got a chance to stretch the legs again on the Shop Supra. When we did the last testing, we were actually at Streetcar Takeover at ZMAX here up in Concord, North Carolina, and the car had put down a 9.0 time at about 149 miles an hour. We left the exact same tune on the car. We did not turn it up. We have more to go with this kit, and we do have upgraded power levels that we can run, but we wanted to see what we could do with the same exact power levels, a little bit better DA, and at Darlington Dragway. So when we went out there, we tested multiple passes and finally were able to crack into the 8-second territory, guys. I brought some time slips. We were able to make 3 consecutive back-to-back 8-second passes. I think the best time was an 898 at 152 miles an hour. So we were able to pick up a few more mile an hour, get that 8-second pass. And the beauty about this whole entire setup is that, you know, okay, everybody's already in the 8's and cracking into 7's, etc., but this is a 2-port motor. It is a stock motor, and it is a sub-800 wheel horsepower power level. So not only are we in the 8's with a stock motor car and with a 2-port setup, we're also in the 8's making 780 wheel horsepower. I think we're the only car right now that's doing that out there. So really pleased with how this kit is performing. As you heard with the crank up video earlier, it sounds amazing. The turbo comes like that. There's no need to do an additional T51R mod. And it's a different option for those of you not looking for a top mount setup that are a dime a dozen out there. We like having the bottom mount setup, a little bit more efficiency like we've talked in the past, plus the durability of the billet 2-port design. We will offer billet 6-port options as well. These kits are going to be in development next year, so I know those of you who have been asking about them and waiting on this to be released, we're going to work very hard at trying to get this available, you know, towards the beginning of next year. So for those of you who are also interested in the supporting mods that got us here, obviously we have the Evolution of Speed intercooler intake manifold upgrade, which is instrumental in keeping the charge temps cooler and also for the increased amount of flow that we're making out of the car. This one also is running the Pure Drivetrain Solution Stage 2 transmission upgrade, carbon drive shaft, upgraded axles as well, plus SPL package, all the things necessary to keep the car planted and be able to handle the power at the drag strip. But this is a stock unopened 2-port motor. We are also running MHD plus tuning, so that was the other big thing. We wanted to accomplish our 8-second goal running the MHD tuning platform, so we were able to finally do that this past week as well. This is full PI integration with the Motive Reflex and tuned with SAM, so we are very excited to have been able to you know, finally grab the record that we were looking for and also do it without even pushing 800 wheel horsepower out of the car. So very exciting stuff. This particular setup has about another, I say, 50 to 60 more wheel horsepower that we can put to the ground, probably about another 50 wheel torque if we turn it all the way up, and we haven't really tested that very much yet, considering the DA was around 1100 when we were doing the runs and we're cracking off the 890 passes. I mean, that gives us a little bit more leeway to dive deeper into the 8's, and especially if we do add a little bit extra power and practice practice our launch. Car was cutting pretty much 1/360 foots the entire time. We were able to get into 5-7 second 8th mile territory, and we were able to pick up a few more mile an hour with me finally practicing and getting behind the wheel a little bit to optimize the launch and going through the gears. So we went up from 149 to about 152 miles an hour. Next step will be the larger Zona turbo that can make over 1,000 wheel horsepower, and also built motor. And then we can start pushing it deeper and deeper into the 8s with this particular kit. The really nice thing about this kit, like we had talked about before in the past, is the fact that you can actually swap the turbo and put the 1,000 wheel horsepower turbo on this one without having to modify anything in the kit. So it does allow you to have the two different options between the smaller, more responsive turbo and then a larger turbo that will make more top end power but have a little bit more lag, because obviously it'll be a bigger turbo. But this one was kind of the stepping stone from a hybrid turbo to a full frame kit. So for those of you that are looking for the responsiveness of a hybrid but still having a full frame with a billet bottom mount setup, this is going to be the kit for you guys. I mean, this is probably the most fun I've had out of the car, and it has felt absolutely amazing. So really excited to be able to offer this coming soon to everybody who's interested in something like this, and we'll be showing you more info as we go and more data as we continue to track test. Also wanted to touch base on the 60 to 130 times that we were also pulling at the track. So we did improve upon our personal best time. I think last time it was a 4.75. We're now officially at 4.54 60 to 130 the way the car sits right now and how we tested it at the track. Also, we had our 0 to 60 times that we were talking about. This one cut a 1.85 0 to 60 time. So not only did we improve a little bit on that, but we also picked up a few tenths off our 60 to 130 time. And again, this was an 1100 DA. So with more practice, better DA, I think we could shave off even a few more tenths off of those times, which is very impressive for a stock motor car and a 2-port car. So we're really excited about how this kit's been performing. So one thing I also wanted to mention too is that we did have the time slips at the track where we did run the 898 pass. We did back that up with the draggy pass, was actually an 897. So technically the fastest we run is 897 in the car right now at 152 miles an hour. Still has full interior and cage. The last thing I did want to touch base on is a lot of guys are saying, oh, well, you're stripping out the car, you're pulling out all this weight. So we actually drove the car with the factory seat in there. We did take out the passenger seat, but we also have added a cage for some additional safety. And also this one does have the dump tube for the exhaust instead of the actual full exhaust on the car. But those are the only two weight savings modifications that we did. Otherwise, completely full weight car, 250 pound driver. So I definitely add my fair share of a little bit of weight back into the car. So definitely not stripped out by any means. I mean, this is basically almost a full weight car, plus me in it running these times. Drag pack obviously is installed on the car to give us a little bit more traction on the at the track. The goal is to obviously get into the 1-2 60-foot range. I think the best 60-foot I managed to cut was a 1.31. Overall, this is an excellent recipe if you want an 8-second stock motor 2-port car that's basically a street car. We're really excited to get this one off the ground so that you guys can put these on your cars and have some fun with them just like we are. Also guys, while we're here, I wanted to introduce you to a new exhaust system that we're also going to be offering for the Supras. We've teamed up with Active Auto Work, very close, long friends of ours for over 20 years now. Carl and the guys over there down at Active do an amazing job with a lot of this stuff, and this is absolutely no exception. The thing that we like about this one the most is it's a full 3.5-inch exhaust system. So we're going to kind of show you this kit installed on a customer car. You have a couple tip options. We have the brushed version, we have the matte black version. Those will probably be the two tip offerings that we have. This one has the matte black, as you can see, and as you can also see, it is a full 3.5-inch system. So for a lot of you guys that are interested in a more Supra-like sound with a deep, throatier tone to it, this setup is going to be the exhaust system for you. Price point is also pretty amazing. I think we have MSRP on this at $21.99. We're going to be doing some Black Friday specials on this this coming week to give you a little bit of a discount on this if you'd like to pick one up. We do have, I think they have about 15 or 20 of them left in stock for us. But this system right here, fitment is absolutely perfect, and it does come to a mufflered section. It is a valved exhaust and comes to the dual tip exit. So for those of you interested in an upgraded exhaust system, we're going to start offering these for our bolt-on packages for customers that are interested in doing a full bolt-on package, including an exhaust. This best bang for your buck and probably the best sounding exhaust that you're going to get, especially in that price range. We're going to be doing some additional testing on this as well to show you what kind of power gains we're getting with this system. But typically when you have a full 3.5-inch exhaust system flowing like this, it picks up some really good power. I think you guys are going to love it. So if anybody is on the market for an exhaust system, we'll be offering these. They're on our website. Please feel free to check that out for our Black Friday specials as well. And we'll be doing another video highlighting it with sound clips and also some performance aspects when we get on the dyno. So as always, guys, I want to thank you again for joining us as we have continued to progress with our builds here at the shop, and also our own shop vehicles with the developmental stuff that we've been doing to bring you some newer and exciting stuff to the platform. Maybe a little bit late to the game, but I think you guys are going to find out that kits like these are going to be very popular and something that you guys would be interested in running on your cars. Also, one of the things that I did want to touch on with the kit itself, right now we're just currently running a single wastegate with a Hypergate 45 with wastegate spring on there. But a new popular option that has come out now with Turbo Smarters are straight gate options, so that we can include or incorporate the factory electronic wastegate actuator. So that might also be an option for guys that want factory electronic wastegate functionality for the turbo kit. We'll have probably both options. This one will obviously be first with the regular wastegate, and then we might incorporate the straight gate setup in months to come after, if there's a demand for it, and give you some nice options to have both ways of running the system. But overall, can't say enough how impressed I've been with this setup. We'll probably also be making some intake piping with filter kits with these also. So you can either run the filter down below, or you can also have a pipe that'll bring the filter more in this area. For those of you that are running, ducting or not, we will have options available to make it a very streetable kit. Really excited to be able to take this car out and show what it can do. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure to go check out our website. We do have some Black Friday deals that we're going to be offering, so please check that out as well. And thank you again for watching and enjoying what we do. We love making these videos and involving you in what we do at the shop at a daily basis. We got plenty more projects that are coming, so stay tuned and we'll see you at the next one.